Hey friends, this is Carrie and welcome back to I Like Reddit channel. Today we have some stories out of the Idontworkherelady subreddit. Let's begin. Our first story is posted by Lords of Jupe. I don't work for you, Karen, and I won't. I do a lot of work with lumber and sell the finished products to select few clients, mostly smaller stores. This puts me into shops and markets fairly often, around 3 to 4 times a month, usually delivering goods or picking up the trade-in stock/parts depending on the arrangements. That said, I just got home from a drop-off and pickup routine, having scored a solid win with what I'll admit was subpar retooled handicap-friendly working desk and cabinet pairing. In exchange, I got my hot little hands on ridiculously underpriced black walnut I have plans for, meaning I'm having an awesome day. Cue the arrival of the Wonder Twins at my workshop door, pounding loud enough that I could hear over my music. My shop, my rules, my pick of the tunes. I walked to the door, dressed in my flannel finery and fresh sawdust, not happy with anyone but the select few people who know not to knock if they can hear me playing music. Don't do walk-in customers, nor allow visitors inside the shop. Karen: did you or did you not build my husband a set of pantry shelves last week? Me: probably. That I definitely delivered some to a seller. Yes, last month, 2 days before Thanksgiving. Karen: whatever. We demand a refund. Take them out immediately. Me: no, I don't do installations or removals. That's a not me department issue. You may leave now. Karen tries to jostle past me and get into the working area of the shop. Me: okay, this is a language barrier issue. See yourself out and don't come back, like ever. Nobody's going to be allowed inside my shop. Karen: I demand a refund. I will be getting my refund immediately. I'll call the police. Me: have at it, cowgirl. I will be pressing charges for what it's worth. I don't know you. Karen dials her phone, ranting and raving. I lock up the shop and monitor her for the duration. Karen smugly: you're gonna get arrested, you sanctimonious jerk. Me: sure. I'll be over here smoking a cigarette. Karen: I forbid you to smoke. Yeah, not gonna happen. My property, my smoking rules. Kick sand, lady. I'm thinking. I smoke and she fumes, and the police arrive and park in my driveway. This doesn't bother me, as I could give a rat's tuchus what my neighbors think. Karen: arrest this man for fraud and assault. He threatened me. Me, pointing to the camera installed on my shop exterior, shrugging. Cue the cops nodding to what she's ranting about, me retrieving the laptop from the dining room table and bringing it out to them. Me: so, to help clear up some of the confusion, I can show you guys the video. The cops: yes, please. Step over there, please. I oblige. They review the video. Karen suddenly changes the narrative. I'm her employee. Her husband is on the way to prove it that I stole stuff. What? I asked what is it I purportedly stole or a description. None available. She's demanding access to the shop, saying she definitely saw it earlier in the day, definitely close to her lunch break. Double what? I tell the cops to scroll back to around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then she changes the timeline to yesterday. Again, I ask for the specific time of day. Another change of the narrative. Now I stole cash from her. Yeah, my patience died with that one. Me: if she can't keep her story straight, allow me to do so with mine. I don't know her, her husband, or their many problems. I don't know why she's trying to get in my shop, and I will press charges for the attempts, plus trespassing. And being a expletive deleted, not my finest moment, the cops scribble their notes, take our names and details, and escort her from the property, and remind her to not make it difficult on herself by returning. They make a reasonable request that nobody presses charges, which is cool with me. Karen required further discussion on the topic, similarly obliged. I close up the shop for the night, sit on my front porch, and wait. Doesn't take long before her husband shows up, not demanding a darn thing, just issuing a well-worn apology for his wife's behavior. We shake hands, we share a few laughs, and I do indicate that I have no interest in being part of any future or direct transactions with him. I do point out where he can get more of my finished products if he's inclined, and off he goes to a place that I do not envy. I fired the client who gave out my address to Karen, and I stated that I would not be able to fulfill any future business with him. I don't mind the loss and can probably get a better gig if I wait for it. Suffice to say, it's not been a good day so far, on average. If you're reading this, Karen, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I hope you fall on your keys and stub your toe on Legos in the dark. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The thing I was thoroughly confused by is why she needed to get into his shop so badly. I mean, if he had supposedly done work for her, she doesn't need to stand there as he gives her a refund, even though I seriously doubt he actually did do any work for her. I think she's just a grifter and just trying to get some money out of him. Anyway, our next story is by Anonymous Bun. Not every vendor is your banquet server, sir. So this just happened to me today, and I'm still mildly amused by the absurdity of the situation. I was at a wedding today as a cam assist, dressed in a comfortable but formal green pantsuit. The banquet staff had a standard shirt with the hotel's logo, black pants for uniform, so one has to be pretty blind to make such a mistake. As the banquet was ongoing, I was positioned next to the AV booth, standing by for the newlyweds' march-in when this entitled guest, known as EG from now on, conveniently flagged me over. Now, one thing to note is that this newlywed couple is very rich, and the entire event was really grand, which was possibly why the entitled guy felt like he was entitled to the following behavior. When EG flagged me down, I already knew that a I don't work here lady incident was about to occur. But since the march-in was about to happen, and the EG was making really loud, noticeable noise to get my attention, I stupidly decided to scoot over to him. EG, excuse me, where's my drink? I ordered it 5 minutes ago. Me, I'm sorry sir, I'm not your server. EG, I said, where's my drink? He repeated it louder as if to challenge my claim of not being a server. Me, as I mentioned, I'm not a server, I cannot help you. EG, who's in charge here? He demanded loudly. At this point, the host was already in the process of making an announcement and preparing the crowd for the march-ins, so I quickly returned to my original position. EG's mouth hung open in sheer disbelief as I walked away. I could clearly feel his eyes glaring into me throughout the entire march-in, instead of the couple walking down the aisle. He called over an actual staff member soon after and demanded his drinks and made a few gestures in my direction. The server took a look at me and shrugged as she walked away, as EG's wife rubbed his back and calmed him down from his frustration. OP got their hands on the frustrated drunk version of Karen. This guy has to, the EG has to be a complete idiot to not notice that there is a difference between the sound people and the servers, and they're not the same thing. Anyway, on to our next story. If you're enjoying my content so far, please put some heart emojis in the comment section below. Our next story is by Spooky Mimikyu, Lady in Walmart Gaming Section. Today I went to Walmart and I was just looking around. For reference, I was wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog t-shirt, and I keep my house keys on a key ring on my belt straps. While I was browsing the gaming section, a woman walks up to me and goes, "Excuse me," to which I respond, "Sorry, I don't work here." She proceeds to say that she needs me to get a video game out of the case, to which I tell her, "Great, ask an employee." She responds with, "You are an employee. Just use the keys on the rings right there." I told her, "Ma'am, these are my house keys. They won't fit in the lock." An employee saw the commotion and asked what was wrong. She said that this gaming department employee refused to help her. He told her, "Oh, he doesn't work here." To which she responded, "Then why is he wearing a shirt with that video game character? Don't gaming department employees wear that?" He assured them that they wear the same uniform as the rest of the staff, that I was just a customer. She asked for the manager, and I literally just said, "Screw this," and walk off. I'm surprised she didn't follow me. I'm surprised she didn't follow you too. I mean, that's what these Karens do these days. They just assume that any customer in the store is an employee, regardless of what they're wearing. Anyway, our next story is by Seraph Child, JC Karen. So about a year ago, I managed a restaurant near my hometown. There was a rather large shopping mall on my way home from work that I sometimes stopped at to blow off some stress. As I parked my car, my mom called me to chat, and it turns out she was at the same mall in JCPenney. So I started wandering JCPenney, trying to find her while still chatting with her on the phone. Keep in mind, I'm still in my work clothes. A black polo shirt with a big pig on the front, a pair of jeans that's pretty much coated in barbecue sauce, and sneakers. At this particular JCPenney, all the workers wear red shirts with black slacks. As I'm walking, I hear a lady saying, "Excuse me," repeatedly. Thinking I'm in her way, I move to the side. She comes in front of me and starts asking me where certain items can be found. I tell my mom to hold, and trying to explain to this woman I didn't work there. Apparently, that was a mistake. The woman's face begins turning red and she starts screaming at me about how rude it is for me to be on my phone at work and won't let me get a word in edgewise. Anytime I opened my mouth, she started screaming at me louder. I even pointed to the very distinct pig on my shirt, but she wasn't having it. Thankfully, my mom popped up and said, "There you are. Do you want to go and get some Panera or just head to Bath and Body?" The woman then turned to my mother, asking if she was the manager. My mother laughed and said that she was just a customer. The Karen stormed off without even saying as much as, "My bad." I still worry about whatever poor workers she ran into after that. I think the general thing that almost all Karens and Kevins or Kyles actually share is the fact that they're completely oblivious and or stupid at the same time. Because how could you think that somebody who has barbecue on their pants and a pig on their shirt somehow works at JCPenney? I mean, come on, Karen, how stupid could you be? Anyway, on to our final story. Our final story is by Opzoro. I work 3 blocks away, lady, and I'm not on the clock. So I'm waiting for my fish and chips from an amazing little spot in Fisherman's Wharf, San Francisco. For the last time, I'm wearing a ball cap and it's 1 hour before my shift. Sadly, I'm in my work shirt. I already have my food ticket, which is clearly sitting on the table with my bottle of water on top of it so it doesn't blow away. I'm looking at my phone and glance up to see a woman standing over me. She will be lady and I will be me. Lady: "Excuse me, can you help me?" Me: "I'm sorry, I'm waiting for my food." Lady: "Don't you work here?" Me: "No, I work 3 blocks from here." Lady: "Oh, so you work in the neighborhood?" Me: "Yes, but not here." She doesn't listen and begins to ask me all kids of tourist questions. Me: "I'm sorry, but I'm unable to help you. If you would like to come see me 3 blocks away at 3 p.m. when I'm on the clock, I would be happy to help you then." She still doesn't listen and is starting to get irritated because I'm not helping her. Lady: "You work around here, don't you?" Me: "Yes, but not here. I'm not on the clock for another hour. I'm waiting for my food." Lady: "You work around here, so you should know all this stuff." Me: "I do know all this stuff. However, again, I'm waiting for my food to go. And I'm sitting here in a ball cap, so no, I'm not going to help you. You can ask the people running the place." Lady: "The line's too long." At this point, my number is called, and she attempts to block my path, but I get around her and go into the pickup window. She had the nerve to follow me up there, still not shutting her mouth. I had had enough of this, and turned around, looked her dead in the eye. Me: "Lady, this is the last time I'm telling you. I'm just here to get food. Now, if you would please shut the hell up." She looked at me dumbfounded as I grabbed my food and walked away. I wrote this in July and I accidentally put it in draft mode instead of posting it. I'm surprised she didn't follow OP back to wherever they work in order to contact the manager because OP was rude to them or something like that. Some people are so oblivious. They think just because you work in an area that you're constantly on the clock even when you aren't. I'm glad OP put her in her place. Anyway, that's all the stories I have today. Please stop on by Reddit to show the OP some love and an upvote. Links to the original stories will be in the description box below. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell notification to let you know when I've uploaded new content. Thank you for watching and have a great day.